everybody, and welcome back. Monday, December the 16th. And by the way, doing a little quick arithmetic, that puts us just a little tiny bit more than a week away from Christmas. Hard to imagine. We're also looking at the calendar a few days away from the official start of winter, even though we've been well in the middle of it, in the real sense of the term, for weeks now. But in tonight's forecast, it's pretty much anything but winter. And in fact, we've got temperatures peaking in the mid-50s for a lot of us. Now, along with this warmer air, we're going to have to pay for it in lieu of a lot of showers and some rain that may actually stick around for a few days on end. But it is a forecast that is unlike anyone we've had here as of late, and certainly not indicative of the winter season as well. But we've got some sunshine, some clouds, some rain, but some warmer air associated with that. We're going to slowly climb as the week goes on, and I'll get to that headline in just a few moments. A lot of other news to cover this evening as well. We'll get to that too. First off, though, an auto accident that has proved fatal in Pike County. Little information at this hour. The state police are still investigating. They still had a portion of US 460 in Pike County blocked, conducting their investigation just a short time ago. We do know that it was a single vehicle crash that resulted in what I am told was a single fatality as a result of the collision. Now, it happened more specifically in Pike County in the community of Justiceville. We believe that no other vehicles were involved, but that's all the information I have from the state police at this hour. I do, however, have some other information on their behalf indicating that in all, 7 people died in 7 separate auto accidents or crashes last week on Kentucky's roads up through yesterday, with single fatality crashes happening in Fayette, Grayson, Jefferson, Knott, Lyon, and Muhlenberg counties. Now, to date, as of yesterday's date, mind you, 609 people have tragically lost their lives on Kentucky's roads so far of this year of 2013. That does, however, stand at 108 fewer than the same time last year. Now, out of the 473 motor vehicle fatalities, 235, right around that halfway mark, were not wearing seatbelts. Of the 72 thus far motorcycle fatalities, once again about half, 44 not wearing their helmet. Attorney General Jack Conway today joined 42 other state and territorial attorneys general in sending a letter penned to the U.S. Food and Drug Administration urging it to require manufacturers of generic prescription pain medications to develop tamper-resistant versions of their products. Thus far, generics are not required to have those versions. It's something that's been a target of such authorities for quite some time. In their letter, the bipartisan coalition of attorneys general thanked the FDA for their recent efforts to require abuse deterrent formulations for branded opioid drugs. However, they also urged the FDA to go much further by ensuring that generic opioids, like their branded counterparts, have those same abuse deterrent properties, as they are not required to do at this time. Local headlines tonight include a situation that fortunately resulted in little injury, but a lot of headache, I am sure, for at least one resident in Magoffin County. I understand that a towing service, which was retrieving a water truck from a strip job operation in Magoffin County, became entangled in some utility lines and caused quite a bit of headache. This was the side of the scene on 3337. We all know this, down and around in Magoffin County. This was earlier today. Magoffin County Sheriff Carson Montgomery tells me that a lowboy that had gone onto a strip job to retrieve a water truck was leaving with the equipment, and the height of the vehicle became entangled in some utility lines, and as a result completely snapped 2 utility poles. It also caused some damage to the home of a Neil Gasbarek in that area. As part of the utility pole, the one that serviced his home, I believe, fell onto the edge of his trailer. Now, Gasbarek was at work and not at home at the time. The driver of the truck left the scene after he says that he knocked on the Gasbarek residence door and no one was at home and no one around the area, and he proceeded on to his workplace. It was there that Montgomery was able to get in contact with the business owner, and they are going to make amends for the situation. 2 utility poles were snapped, about 125 feet of Licking Valley RECC utility line. Some phone lines we also believe associated with the damage. No other damage except to the corner of the trailer, to the utility poles, and the utility service, but nevertheless an outage that crews were going to have to try to get back up and online over the course of the afternoon. From there, just real quickly, a recall to pass along on an automotive note for you this evening. They're a higher-end tire, very popular, seen on a lot of SUVs and light trucks. and today there's 1.2 million of them being recalled. Michelin says that because their very popular line of tires is experiencing some sooner than to be expected tread loss or rapid air loss as well, they're under recall. 1.2 million of these popular Michelin LTX Mud Snow Series MS tires are being recalled. They're commonly used for pickup trucks, heavy-duty vans, small RVs, commercial light trucks. The company says no deaths or injuries have been reported because of the tires. They were manufactured between January of 2010 and June of 2012, also sold as original equipment on some vehicles or as new replacement tires. The company says that fewer than 200 so far have been returned by customers, but owners can have their tires replaced at Michelin stores free of charge as a result. Once again, there are these Michelin LTX MS Series tires manufactured between January of 10 and June of 12. I'll be right back with other headlines. Stay tuned. From time and money saving services like their overdraft protection, telephone and online banking services, to finding the right home, college, or car loan, to personalized checking and savings accounts designed around your exact needs, Sagersville National Bank is still your best choice and the same locally owned and operated bank that's been looking out for your family's financial health since 1902. Sagersville National, restoring the piggy bank population one savings at a time. It might be Monday's daily special at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe that you can get an even better deal on after 4 o'clock. But just a reminder, we've got our famous footlong with our special homemade chili every day of the week. A great taste only at your Sagersville Lee's Famous Recipe.
Hi, I'm Don McFarland. I am an attorney in Sagersville, Kentucky, and I'm here to serve you and meet your legal needs. If you have been injured on the job, if you are interested in receiving your disability or your SSI benefits, if someone's negligence has caused you trouble, basically, if you have been in a car wreck and you've suffered pain, then pick up the phone and call Donald Wayne, 349-9000.
It's one of those rare places where once inside you can cross off everything on your Christmas to-do and gift lists. In fact, there's just not another place like Fraser's Prater Drug Seasonal Shop in downtown Sagersville. All the unique holiday designs and decor, all the beautiful ornaments, wreaths, and trees, and right now, it's all 30% off. That's right, everything Christmas is at least 30% off with new clearance items added every day, marked off at least 50%. And find them on Facebook right now for a special deal of the day, every day, all the way through Christmas. And don't forget the gifts, everything UK, new bangle bracelets by Bourbon and bow ties, and even custom gift baskets, big or small, filled with anything or everything in the store. Merry Christmas from Fraser's Prater Drugs Seasonal Shop.
Whoa! Head over to Home Furniture to lighten my load and get a great deal.
Bundle packages are here. Purchase TVs, receive your choice of a Blu-ray, DVD, Xbox 360, or Wii game system. Purchase a mattress set, get a free sheet set and mattress pad. Purchase an adult recliner, receive a free kids recliner. Financing for 36 months, 0% interest to qualified buyers. Home Furniture, Highlands Plaza, Prestonsburg.
2014 Terexes are in with a newly redesigned 800cc power plant and a new 2-seat configuration. And the XP1000 is on the ground. 107 horsepower and a world-class suspension, plus Polaris financing as low as 2.99%, 5.99% for up to 72 months. But it's only good till the end of the year at Connolly's Kawasaki and Polaris of Paintsville. For breakfast this morning, you might call it brunch, I had a grapefruit and an orange. The orange of which, they were both great, but the orange of which, absolutely the juiciest thing I have ever eaten in my life. It literally exploded. It made a mess everywhere. It was delicious, but it was a piece of fruit that came from the FFA organization at the McGoffin County High School, which reminds me this evening to pass along to you that they still have some fruit lift available for pickup that's ordered and some extra that you can get your hands on for the holidays.
This is the #1 fundraiser for our program. This is what basically runs our program, is selling the fruit, and we appreciate the public helping us supporting this FFA effort.
That was McGoffin County FFA Supervisor Nicky Howard, as I spoke to him towards the latter part of last week as the fruit had just come in and was available for pickup on its first day on Friday. And then he called me again today and just asked me to issue this reminder that the fruit is in and available for pickup. As you heard him say, it is their largest fundraiser of the year. All the programs that they do with our young men and women are very dependent on this fundraiser. As always, they ordered or had ordered hundreds of cases of fruit, individual types, mixed boxes, and the like. And as always, they always order some more for those who may not have gotten their order in. If you did make an order, you can pick it up between 8 and 5 throughout this week. That's 5 o'clock in the evenings, not when school's over, but till 5. And if you didn't get your order in, or seeing this makes you want to have some for yourself or for a gift, well, get a move on up to the high school as soon as possible, because they had some extra boxes ordered that are going quickly. But they've still got some left at the McGoffin County High School FFA department. That's 8 to 5, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to get your hands on some. Now with a new week, a new community calendar, and it's time to check it out. It's brought to you by McGoffin Farm Bureau and your local agent, Doug Green. First up, a couple of birthdays to put on tonight. The first came in, I guess it was Friday after the cutoff, so it's now a belated 9th birthday to Jaden Howard. Love Papa Terry Howard and a whole lot of friends and family. Happy belated 9th birthday to Jaden Howard. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you. This one says, "Hey, Ritt, would you wish my daughter, Joyce Blair, a happy birthday on December the 16th? She'll be 57 from her mom, family, and friends." There you go. Happy birthday, Joyce Blair. A reminder, the Sagersville City Council meeting was for this evening at 7. I've got a camera there. We'll have a report to follow tomorrow. And another reminder, well, an announcement, because I just got the agenda in this morning, actually. The McGoffin County Fiscal Court is set to meet tomorrow in regular session beginning at 8:30. Items on the agenda appear to be the clerk's budget for 2014, an unmined coal tax settlement presentation, extension board members, a blacktop payment from the bond for Hinkle Contracting at nearly $3 million, also a standing order for payment on a bond for blacktop at around $9,000. They're also going to discuss roads and our veterans organization all tomorrow. I'll have a camera there and a report to follow as well. And this is important for the Homemaker Holiday Social. It's going to be tomorrow, 6 o'clock at the McGoffin County Extension Office. So here's how it works. If your last name begins in A through M, bring a veggie or a casserole. If your last name begins with the letters N through Z, bring a salad or dessert. Turkey, ham, rolls, and dressing is provided by the Extension Office. And don't forget your ornament if you want to participate in the ornament exchange. Come expecting to have a great time. They hope to see you there for the Homemaker Holiday Social tomorrow evening, 6 at your McGoffin County Extension Office. Just received word from the Big Half Mountain Church that they have their Christmas program set for this Sunday evening at 5. That's you are now invited to join them. And you're always invited to use our community calendar for announcements just like these. Free, always has been, always will. Best way to let everyone know what you've got planned. And this is how you get set announcements to us and on the program. Funeral services for this Monday, December 16, brought to you on behalf of our friends at the McGoffin County Funeral Home. One listing this evening, and it comes from the McGoffin County Funeral Home. It's in honor of 45-year-old Jessica Lynn Gullett Plummer of Cottle Branch Road here in McGoffin County, who passed away on yesterday's date. She was the daughter of Corda Green Gullett and the late Jesse Gullett, and besides her mother, she's survived by her husband, Virgil Todd Plummer, son Brandon, and daughter Ashley Lynn Plummer. Visitation began this evening at the Sagersville Baptist Church. It continues all day tomorrow and until services also at the church Wednesday afternoon at 1 o'clock. Burial will follow services at the Lakeview Memorial Cemetery at Staffordsville, once again under the care of the McGoffin County Funeral Home. As we remember while we honor the season and get ready to embrace a bright new year, we'd like to take just a moment to wish you and all those you know and love the merriest of Christmases and happiest of New Years from your home away from home for short-term rehabilitation or long-term nursing needs, all with a standard of excellence and a tradition of caring. Merry Christmas from Sagersville Nursing and Rehabilitation.
At the end of every race, Mark Martin hangs up his driving gloves. He hangs up his fire suit. And he hangs up his helmet. Which is why he picks up his phone and opens the ER Extra app. The app shows ER Extra wait times, locations, and more. It's the one safeguard Mark Martin is never without. ER Extra at Paul B. Hall Regional Medical Center. Extra fast, extra easy, extra great.
Howdy, Hatfield. I reckon I'll take my pig back.
Ain't your pig.
Yeah, it is.
No, it ain't.
Yeah, it is, and I can prove it. Ma, I just sent a picture of our missing pig. Tell everybody it's time to start feuding.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
I guess ain't gonna be no feud. Real nice picture, though.
We'll put it on Instagram.
Appalachian Wireless is 4G. Great pictures, video, text, and talk. Bigger savings, better service. That's today's Appalachian Wireless.
It's so new it doesn't even have a name, but it does have an amazing taste all its own. 4 pancakes, butter, syrup, plus your choice of any of our dozens of DQ toppings with a little whipped cream on top, and of course some of our world-famous DQ soft serve. And you can add bacon, sausage, or even a little country ham for a full-blown breakfast treat. So sink your taste buds into a quarter or even half-pound grill burger fixed exactly like you like it. And you want to know the best part? James says you can have either one for breakfast as early as you want, but only at your Sagersville DQ.
This is John at Premier Motor Sales in Paintsville, Kentucky. We appreciate y'all shopping with us, and if you're in the market for a used vehicle, we carry all sorts of different kinds of makes and models. For example, here I have a 2009 Chevy Malibu LT. I also have a 2010 Toyota Corolla S. It's no problem to find you what you're looking for. Give us a call at 297-4121 in Paintsville, Kentucky.
Make sure you come on in right now and find out more about the biggest Christmas savings of all at Red's Boot Barn in Sagersville. For a limited time, all Red Wings, buy one pair, get another pair half off. Buy any pair of Ariats, get another pair half off. In fact, you know what? Buy absolutely anything in the entire store, men's, women's, work and western boots, Miss Me jeans, fine leathers by Scully, clothing by Carhartt, Ariat, Outback, and more. It's all buy one, get one half off. Only for a limited time at Red's in Sagersville. Well, it's been an exciting season for high school basketball thus far. However, well, unless you plan on traveling after tonight, you're not going to get to take any more of it here at home for the Magoffin County Hornets fans out there, as we'll get caught up on some scores from over the course of the latter part of last week and your weekend and look ahead. The Hornets will be back in action on the home floor until, well, almost the middle of next month. That's next year. The boys of Magoffin County are in action tonight. They're hosting Pike County Central, and they're also at 3-3 on the season. They've won 2 in a row, hoping to go 3 in a row tonight. All this comes after their most recent game against Powell County, another home game last week where they were victorious, 55-43. Once again, they're even on the season thus far, and the boys hosting Pike Central tonight. Tip-off for varsity set for 7:30, and they're going to be on the road all the way through January 16th. That's a full month that it'll be before we see the boys back here at home for another string of a few home games. As for our Lady Hornets, well, they're 2-1 after a loss over Powell County, 68-72, but they won the first 2 games of the season. They're at Lawrence County tomorrow night, and they'll be on the road until January the 11th. So we're not going to see our ladies back at home for couple of weeks till after the holidays and then some. Checking other area teams over in Paintsville with the Tigers and head coach Bill Runyon. A loss to Pike Central, 53-64. The boys team of Paintsville 1-1 thus far. As I didn't say this a minute ago, but to tell you they're hosting the Hornets tomorrow night. Magoffin County traveling to Paintsville for their next game after tonight. A road game at Paintsville. That's always exciting. Might want to make the trip for that one. The Lady Tigers are at 3-2 after a loss to Magoffin, 44-54. They're hosting Jackson City, 7:30 tonight. We'll have scores on all these teams before the end of the week. We'll let you know how everybody has fared. Turning to the Golden Eagles of Johnson Central and head coach Tommy McKenzie, a win over New Philadelphia. That was at the Frankfort Civic Center in the Capital City Rumble. 75-64, puts the Golden Eagles at 1-2. That was their first win of the season. They're on the road tomorrow night at Valley. The Lady Golden Eagles, head coach Darren Rice, a loss by 1, a tight one to Fleming County, puts the Lady Golden Eagles at 3-2. Now they're off to the 19th. That's when they'll get in first round action at the Smoky Mountain Classic down in Tennessee, obviously. Now for the Cougars of Morgan County. Well, so far they're sitting at a 3-2 season for the boys. That's after a win over West Carter, 53-44 on Saturday night. That puts them at 3-2, and also on the road at Russell tomorrow night. For the Lady Cougars, they lost to Jackson City by 20, puts them at 1-4. Actually, the Lady Cougars, 1-4. Just to make sure I got my math right there. That also puts them at East Carter tonight, looking for their second win, tip-off set for 7:30. Just a couple of things of national interest, which may spark an interest of your own. The Mega Millions jackpot, well, there were no takers this past Friday night. It jumped then to $550 million. Earlier today, it was already up to $586 million for tomorrow night's drawing. And if there are no takers again tomorrow night, they're saying it's very possible it could reach the, it's hard to say, billion-dollar mark. Some vindication for Edward Snowden this evening. A federal judge said today that he believes the government's collection of domestic phone records is unconstitutional. However, he put off enforcing his order, barring the government from collecting the information pending an appeal by the government, which they intend to do. And earlier today, United States regulators issued a proposed rule that would require makers of that very popular and safe-feeling antibacterial hand soap and body wash to show that their products indeed are safe and that they're more effective than just regular soap and water in preventing infection and the spread of bacteria. They say currently there's no evidence that they're any more effective at preventing illness than washing with plain soap and water. It's all in an effort to combat bacteria, which are becoming more resistant to such things as these antibacterial soaps because of the ingredients that they're in. The ingredients that the FDA says so far do not show to prove any benefit to us. And just last week, I told you about the light bulb on its way out, the second phase out, if you will, of the incandescent bulb that have been around for centuries, since once perfected, we'll say, by Thomas Edison. Well, we now know that there's another popular utility staple that may be following in its footsteps, one that since invented has rarely changed. The McLaren Automobile Company is working on a vibrating wind screen designed to clear away water and debris and do away with the windshield wiper. Now, if you're going to buy one on a McLaren, you're going to have to cough up a lot. McLarens don't come cheap, several hundred thousands of dollars, but it is something they say that they're inventing that would go to streamline vehicles, make them more aerodynamic, using a transducer to send 30 kilohertz sound waves across the glass. They say it would cost as little as $15 a car, but the McLaren's going to cost you more. With that, here's your weather forecast in a nutshell. Winter will officially arrive in a few days, but it's not in the forecast. It's pretty much literally nowhere to be found in tonight's Licking Valley RACC forecast. That may come to the dismay of many of you, or may not. We had a daytime high of 51 here, a low of 31 this morning at the newsroom. Winds been relatively calm. They were moving around at around 7 to 8 miles per hour yesterday throughout much of the afternoon and evening, a bit higher at times, but it's been calm out there today. And it's going to be around 33.4 to tonight's low. We're going to see clouds, and we're also going to see, under mostly cloudy skies, right now about a 10% chance of some drizzle. We're talking around 3 to 4 o'clock in the morning, and in same slight chance of some rain after 4, and it's very slight, and it's not going to be cold enough to cause any problems as far as freezing, but it is out there. A low of 33 tonight will be followed tomorrow by 46 degrees, partly sunny, clear skies late. Pretty decent forecast for your Tuesday. Check it out. The pattern continues into your Wednesday. Hump day's 46, a low of 27, sunny skies, only a few clouds late Wednesday night to speak of. Check this out. 57 under mostly sunny skies by the time Thursday gets here. A low of 39. That's not off the mark too awfully far from a lot of daytime highs. An improvement compared to some that we've had over the past couple of weeks. Now, with this warm air that's building up into your Thursday with those upper 50s expected, well, so comes the chance of some showers. Not so much Thursday. Thursday night, late Thursday night, only a slight chance. The real window of opportunity for the rain to move in doesn't appear to be until Friday, where we'll see the 60s right now in the forecast. 61 degrees, cloudy skies. We've got a 50% chance of showers early Friday. By the afternoon or evening, showers much more likely than that. A low of 47 degrees, and we're going to be stuck in this pattern for a while. Mid to upper 50s on your Saturday. Rain likely again. Cloudy skies again. A low in the 40s again. Ditto for Sunday. Low 50s, mind you, but still cloudy, still rainy, quite possibly. And 51, as I said, 40 for your low. That looks to be the pattern for those several days on end. It's not a gray forecast, but it's not a winter forecast either. Well, for now, that's my time. City Council, ball game tonight, fiscal court in the morning. What are you going to be doing until I see you next time? Find out what I've been able to cover, though, when we see you back here tomorrow night for more of Your News Today. Thank you all for watching and being a part of the show. Good night.